Hello guys, welcome back to the 8th episode of the Grow Garden series. First of all, I want to say that you can now buy this file. The link is going to be in the video's description and in the pinned comment. And it's either 15 USD or 3,500 Robux. And yeah. Okay, so now we are going to add the... So last episode we made the shop work. As you can see. It all appears. The Roblox thing doesn't work yet. And we are going to handle the buying now. So we want to go to the server. And then we want to make a non-server event for the buy event. Scroll up, let's see if we have the event, and we have it. So let's scroll down. I'm going to buy seed event. Dot on server event, connect function. We want to connect the player, the seed name, and the currency. Local stock is going to be equal to shop service, get stock. If not stock, and we index this with the seed name, then we want to return. Then we would get data stuff, but we don't, we don't have data currently implemented, but it will be coming very soon. So then we get the plant definitions, and we index this with the seed name. And then if not def, then we also want to return. Then if the currency is equal to coins, then we want to check if player has enough coins later on. And then we want to subtract coins. And then else, and to return. Then we want to increment the player's seeds. And then we want to do shop service, decrement stock for the seed name. Then we want to find the tool. So local found tool. It's going to be equal to 4 underscore comma container in iPairs. And then a table for player.backpack and player.character. Do if container, then if tool, or we want to do 4 underscore comma tool in container get children do. If tool is a tool and tool get attributes seed type is equal to seed name, then local new count. Yeah, then we would also want to do some data store data stuff. And then what we want to do is we want to do found tool equal to true for now. The rest is going to be data stuff, so also do to do data. Then we want to go down here. If not found tool, then local TPL. I'm just going to call it, we call tools folder. Let's get the tools folder. So we want to go ahead and make a folder. So in record storage, we want to make a folder named tools. And let's drag our current tool, which we have here. Let's drag it in there. And let's call this the that seed. Since in my plant definitions, I have called this that seed, so I'll just name it that seed. And yeah. Then what we want to do is we want to, we just scroll down again. Okay, so we did this, we did this. Okay. So then we want to go ahead and go back to our server and then do tools folder. And we have to also specify this up here. So the local tools folder is going to be equal to replace storage, wave child tools. Scroll down. It's going to be equal to tools folder. And then find first child seed name. If TPL, then local clone going to be equal to template called clone. Then we set the attributes seeds type to the seed name. Then we would do count. Then we want to do the name. And then, we need a function. But first of all, we want to do clonal parent. It's going to be the player.backpack. And then also some data stuff here. So we need to make another function for this to work. So let's make this function. Let's go all the way up and make a local function, attach tool script. And we want to do this for a tool. First of all, we want to go to our tool handler and just put the seed type to the tool.name. And then we want to drag the script just in the replica storage, so it's just sitting in there. And then we want to go back to our server and do if we need to find the tool handler. So local tool handler equal to replace storage, and then find first child tool handler. And then if tool handler, and tool handler is a local script, then local handler is going to be equal to tool handler clone, and then the handler.parent is going to be equal to our tool. We go back down, and then we want to do attach tool script for the clone, like this. And yeah, this just adds it to our backpack now. So let's also add this to the plan.starter gear. And yeah, now we can try to play. And you'll see when we buy this that we it gets decremented. So yeah. Let me see. Because we don't get a tool. So what we do right now is, let me see in the client, in the shop handler, we fire the event with player, the seed name, and the coins. Okay, this is all good. So it's gonna be somewhere in here. Let's go ahead. So the seed name is gonna be, let's go ahead and print the seed name. So print seed name, and let's go play. And let's go ahead and buy, and it's gonna be called that seed. Let's copy the name. I'm pretty sure I named it like this. So why is it not working? So we put the currency for coins, increment the stock, we found we make find tool thing, and then we find the seed name. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, do it like this. Now when we buy, you can see that we get the tool. And if we buy multiple, we don't get any more tools because this would then be data stuff. you can see that currently when we press, then it's going to be using this tool. And yeah, so now we want to also add up the data so we can use it in the next episode. But before, or yeah, we'll be doing this if we have time. But we are going to make a few changes to our shop system, shop service, since right now it's not saving. So when you rejoin, you have like the stock again. So yeah, we'll make this sorted out. So in the restock, we don't have to do anything new, I think. Yeah, it's just same thing. Okay, so we want to, so I'll be going over the whole script. So first of all, we want to get the data store service. Like this. And then we also want to go ahead. And yeah, the rest is good, I think. Let's also, in case, get the HTTP service currently. Yeah, this, then HTTP service. Okay, so let's make a new function called loads saved stock. Oh yeah, first of all, we have to do the local stock store. We go to data store service and then get data store. And then shop stock. Then for the load saved, it's going to be local success, comma data, and then or error. It's going to be equal to pcall. Then we call a function, and we call return stock store colon get async global underscore stock underscore key. And then what we want to do is if not success, then going to be warning shop service failed to load stock from data store. And then we put the data or error here and to return nil. Or we want to return the data or error. Then for the function save current stock, it's going to be the last restock time. We want to check the local payload. It's going to be equal to the current stock. It's going to be equal to the shop service dot current stock. And then the last restock is going to be equal to last restock time or os dot time. And then local success, comma error, we pcall function, and then we do shop stock stock store. Then we want to set a sync. We want to set it with the global stock key again, and we want to set up the payload like this. And then if not success, then to warn the shop service failed to save stock to data store. And then we put the error here too. This remains the same, except we want to go ahead and do local now. It's going to be equal to OS time. And then we put the save current stock with the now. then in the decrement stock, I'm going to go ahead and update this a bit. So you can copy the this one here. And let's go with doc success, comma error, the p call function, and then we call store stock store get update async, and the global underscore stock underscore key, and then we get a function, then we get the old data, then we do local data is going to be equal to old data, and then if type and then data isn't equal to a table, then we set data is going to be equal to table, and we put the current stock going to be equal to the shop service dot current stock, or a blank table, and the last restock will be equal to hours of time. And yeah, then we put an end here, then the local current stock is going to be equal to the shop service dot current stock. Then if not current stock or next current stock is equal to nil, then current stock is equal to data dot current stock, or a table. And then we just paste this again, we just copied. And yeah, we can remove the self.current stock ones with just current stock. So we got it set up. And yeah, then we can do shop service dot current stock going to be equal to current stock. Then the data current stock is going to be equal to current stock. And then the data dot last restock is going to be equal to data dot last restock, or os dot time. And then we want to return the data, and if not success, then we want to warn that shop service, and then failed to update async on purchase, and then comment the error. And yeah, then we want to make a function that initializes the stock. So local function initialize stock, and then the local saved data is going to be equal to the load save date load save stock, and then if type and then saved data is equal to a table, then we get the local last restock. It's going to be equal to save data dot last restock, or 0. Local now will be equal to os dot time, and then the local elapsed is going to be equal to now minus the last restock. And then if elapsed is bigger or equal than the restock interval, then we want to restock. And else shop service the current stock is going to be equal to saved data dot current stock, or a table. The local remaining is going to be equal to the restock interval minus the elapsed. And then we want to do task delay while remaining with the function, and then we want to do shop service called restock, and yeah, then we want to make a new function called start recurring restock. Then task.spawn. We spawn a function. We do while true do. We want to do task await restock time, restock interval, and then shop service called restock. And then what we want to do is we want to do the start recurring restocks here. And then we want to do else shop service restock like this. And then we want to do initialize stock, and then we can also delete this. And then we do it like this. And then else, and then start recurring restocks, and that's probably it. So yeah, well, let's start this out. Oh yeah, we need to publish our experience, so you want to go file and then publish Roblox, and then just rename it what you want. And then press on create. And then you want to go to home, game settings, security, and then enable studio access to API services. And then you can play again. And I can see that this is now 10 left. When we buy something, yeah, no, it's 2 left. Play again. See, now it's out of stock since we bought too much. And yeah, it's still out of stock, as you can see, and it's only going to restock in 3 minutes and 5 seconds. Yeah, of course, this is not valid since it's not a valid thing. So yeah, now this is officially out of stock, even if you rejoin. And yeah, we are going to make the data in the next episode. Thank you all for watching, and see you in the next episode. Peace.